But he's a talented young comic. Everyone, please give it up for John Brusca. Everyone, give it up for John.
Happy holidays, New York. Now, having said that, I got to tell you the truth. I'm not really feeling the holiday cheer this year. You know, this was the first year I had to put up the Christmas lights. And, you know, at first I started off thinking I was doing something at, like, Rockefeller Center. But by the first set of lights I tried to entangle, I was like, I was going crazy. And then I hear everybody singing on the sidelines telling me, well, I would have done it this way. There's nothing better than having someone that hasn't done shit tell you what to do. So I, like, lose it. And I, like a 4-year-old over a cookie. And I'm like, I hate these fucking lights. And you're like, but John, Santa needs them to land. And at this point, I'm like, fuck Santa, okay? Let him crash into the house for all I care. You know? Like he needs our city lights anyways. You know, and not that it matters, but where's that red-nosed reindeer when you need them, huh? So anyways, I have to go out and get more lights now. Which if you're me, going out to the stores during the holidays is not the most fun thing to do. Because I always run into this like one asshole that seems to fuck up the flow of my day. You know what I'm talking about? Today's asshole was a midget Santa Claus taking donations. It was the worst thing ever. And I tried sneaking by him, you know, so he didn't see me. But that didn't work because he must have heard me walking or something. And he asked me for some money. And I said no. And he asked why. Well, I wouldn't have asked that one. Basically, I told him the truth. I told him I wasn't comfortable giving money to a midget Santa Claus. He would have been better off if he dressed up like an elf. Because, you know, generally kids don't like having Santa sit on their lap. So, long story short, I got the hell out of there. After that, I finished the lights and it's done. And that's probably the first and last time I ever do it. I'm not kidding you. Next year I might be Jewish, you know? Lights? What lights? I got some candles.
Just don't take them down.
Hey, you know, that's another thing. You could not take them down, but what are you going to do about that? Anyways, what ends up happening now is I got to go shopping for everybody, which is even worse than the lights. And, you know, don't go out on Black Friday. The last thing I remember was getting punched in the back of the head while someone was screaming, give me the fucking Elmo. And then I'm walking through the perfume section, and this bitch sprays me with some J-Lo or some shit. She's like, Eau de Toilette for women. You know, and I said real sarcastically back to her, I'm sorry to inform you, but I'm not a woman. And she gets all mad at me. She's like, get it as a gift. And I know she wanted to say asshole at the end of that, you know? I have like that asshole sense. I can tell when somebody wants to call me an asshole, and this bitch definitely wanted to call me one. But come on, she sprayed me with Eau de Toilette. Now I gotta finish shopping smelling like a cheap slut. It sucks. But not as much as when you gotta wrap the shit you just bought. No, that sucks even more. I'm like a caveman when I rap. I'm like, huh? Really, it's terrible. But this year I had a plan, you know, an ace in the hole, literally. Remember that midget Santa I told you about? Well, I took him home and made him my personal elf. Yeah, he's rapping as we speak. It's an average, you know, like Silence of the Reindeers at my house, you know. Put the bows on the presents or it gets the hose again. But anyways, Christmas is getting closer and that midget won't shut up. You know, he keeps opening his mouth like, help, someone, I got a family. You know, he sounds just like Alvin the Chipmunk, too. You know, he's like, I just want a hula hoop. So I turn on the TV to, like, zone him out, and that Christian Children Fund guy's on there. You know the one I'm talking about? The guy who looks like a mix between Rob Reiner and Santa Claus himself? He's like, sure, the economy is bad right now, but look on the bright side. At least you're not eating dirt like little Aesop over here. For only 40 cents a day, you could provide this child with the basic needs for living, like toilet paper so he can wipe his ass, clean water without feces, a haircut so he doesn't look like one of the Beatles on crack cocaine. Yeah, sure, you thought about balancing it, but why? You'll never see him. On the contrary, you will see him. We will periodically send you pictures of the ugly little critter as he progresses to not smelling like a foot. Think about it. You have a PlayStation. He has a rock. How about that 40 cents? Anyways, that's my time, everybody. I gotta get the hell out of here. I gotta get home, feed an elf. I don't know if he's like a gremlin, you know, feed him after midnight or some shit. Have a happy holidays and a happy new year. 2009 was great, and I can't wait to see how we fuck it up in 2010.
Keep it going for John Brusca.